Hi everybody, this is TheVirtuoid, aka Mike Smith, and today I want to take a moment to tell you about a new series that we will be starting in February, and this series is called Fun with JavaScript. Now, what's the difference between Fun with JavaScript and Boring JavaScript? Well, with Boring JavaScript, we gave you little snippets of JavaScript. We told you how to do a for each loop on an array, or what the set and what the map objects were all about, little things like that. But we never told you how to put all that stuff together. Well, that's what Fun with JavaScript will do. Now, what will a Fun with JavaScript project look like? It will be a series of videos with each video covering a specific portion of the process that we use to create the project. For example, each project will contain a minimum of 3 videos. The first video will be the design video. And the design video will be using UML, and it will allow us to design the project itself. No code will be written whatsoever. We just want to conceptualize what the project will look like. The second part will be the unit testing. We're going to be doing TDD here, test-driven development, and that will allow us to be able to say, okay, now that we have our design, our JavaScript should be able to pass all of these particular automated tests before we consider it a completed project. So we'll then want to use a unit test suite that will not only test the JavaScript itself, but if we go into the browser area for some of our projects, which we will in the future, it will also test it on a browser. And the third part will be the actual writing of the code. And of course, we will write the code so that it will pass all the unit tests. Once it has passed the unit test, then we will have a fully functional project at that point with the 3 videos, the design video, the unit test video, and the code video. So that will cover the very basic of a particular project within Fun with JavaScript. Now, once we have all these projects developed, what we'll then do is use them to be able to build even larger projects. For example, let's assume you're going to do some sort of race game. Now, if you're doing a race game, you need some sort of automobile. Now, let's take a look at the automobile itself. Now, the automobile, very generically, is made up of different components. You have the body itself, you have the engine, and you have the wheels. So you wouldn't go creating just a car class or a car project or something. What we will do is we'll create a wheel project. We'll create an engine project, and we'll create a body project. And then we'll put all those together with 1 engine, 1 body, and 4 wheels to build a car. Now, why did we do it that way? Well, we do it that way because we might want to do motorcycle racing later. If we had motorcycle racing, we have a body, an engine, and only two wheels. What if we wanted to do unicycle racing? Well, if we did that, we'd just have the body and 1 wheel. So by splitting it up into small individual projects at the very beginning, we can then combine all those projects together to create even larger, more massive games for our Fun with JavaScript projects. Now, the Fun with JavaScript projects, we're going to be concentrating mostly on games. But the fact of the matter is there's a lot of utilities that you'll be needing to build within your game that have really very little to do with games that can be used in other places. For example, a simple calculator function. We'll be showing you how to do all that, how to build a calculator. One of the big things we're going to show you how to do is we're going to show you how to do login screens with sessions, things like that. And they're going to be separated, so if you want to go the route of using Amazon or Microsoft or Google's authentication systems, you'll be able to plug that into our login screens and just go with it from there. Or if you want to do Angular or React or Vue or one of the big frameworks, we'll show you how to be able to use our code within that. Now, we're not going to be using Angular, React, Vue, or even TypeScript or anything like that. We're going to keep everything at the simple JavaScript level, but it can obviously be adapted to whatever situation you have. The key here is that within Fun with JavaScript, we're going to have fun creating entire projects. And we'll throw all these projects together into larger and larger and larger projects so that you can then be able to create the game of your dreams. So remember, 1st of February 2022, a new series called Fun with JavaScript where we'll cover projects and put everything together that we've learned in Boring JavaScript. Thank you so much for watching our video. Keep watching Boring JavaScript, and we'll see you later.